Hello wonderful person, this is Anton and this is part 2 of surviving Mars. We're going to be building up our colony a little bit more and hopefully we'll get to actually possibly bring something new to Mars and maybe even establish a first human colony in this part, although I don't really know how long it takes, so maybe not. This guy was able to collect quite a lot of metal in the last video, so maybe I can actually find a way to place it somehow. Is this how yeah, this is how it works. Unload resources. It looks like we actually have a lot of metal. Wow, that's great. That means we can actually, at least potentially, create a lot of metal-based buildings. Now, I don't exactly know if this is something that becomes a resource that we need a lot later. But for now, we're just gonna collect as much metal as we can and basically use it up. And remember, we can actually build, or not build, but bring more resources from Earth, although it does take a while. I don't exactly know how long it takes in the game, but I'm guessing it's going to kind of tell me when the rocket is approaching. A journey to Mars does take up to 6 months, so maybe I have to wait 6 months before it gets here. That would actually suck because I'm only on day 2. If I have to wait 6 months, I am going to probably build up everything without the rocket. Alright, so what is next on our building plan? So we still have to build these guys, and I think I'm missing concrete for both of them. Yeah, we have machine parts, we just don't have concrete. Concrete is right here, so that means I can actually collect it using the concrete extractor, which is right here. So we're gonna place it right onto this. Yeah, there we go, almost there. Is this perfect? Yeah, good enough. And now let's give it some cable. That's not the cable I wanted. Let's give it some cable from here, power cables, and they're gonna basically join in with the collector that's right there. Perfect. So this should be enough for us to start collecting quite a lot of concrete. I believe there's like, what, 300 or something? 400 there? Maybe not enough, actually. Maybe it'll be enough for some time, but then we'll need to find a new concrete resource somewhere, which I believe is, yeah, this has a lot of concrete, but I just need to find a way to get there. Don't exactly know how to get there yet. But anyway, day 2 is coming to an end, which means that this thing will get disabled soon. And we technically don't even need it right now. We can turn it off. Because as long as the rocket is in the vicinity, the robots can function just fine. And the rover that I'm bringing with me is actually a mobile station that will allow us to use rovers even farther away. And this guy right here can actually do resource collection just fine, so we can just bring all the resources here. And then is this how it works? There we go. And then oh, okay, here we go. And then what we can do is just bring them here with this guy, and the rovers will just construct stuff for us. So we do have a lot of metal right now. Let's actually see what kind of buildings we can make to essentially construct out of metal. And a large solar panel. Yeah, perfect. This requires 4 metal, which we have a lot of. And power cables require one metal each. What's a power switch? Manually activated to cut off power supply. Oh, that's really cool. You can actually hypothetically make like a supercomputer using these, right? A very, very slow supercomputer. If this is actually a power switch, that means that you can basically create circuits. Anyway, let's build a large solar panel, because why not? And we're gonna place it. Oh, this is the shadow. Okay, I see. I didn't really understand at first what this was, but we're gonna place it right here, right? Yeah, with other solar panels. One here, and that should be enough. Now, they do have maintenance costs, which means that I guess over time they do get damaged. And the maintenance cost isn't metal. So that means that, hypothetically speaking, at some point they can actually get completely disabled if I don't have enough metal to repair them. Which would really, really suck. Big time. But we can't really do anything about it. So how do I connect this here? Is it not going to be connected? No? Do I need to build another metal thing? Okay, I guess that should work. So now we're just gonna advance time. Suggested building sensor tower. Sensor tower significantly boosts your scanning speed for nearby sectors. Oh, okay. I'll build that. Where is the sensor tower? It is not here. Is it here? Sensor tower, okay. There's also something called recharge station. Oh, drone hub. Are you serious? I could have built these without building it, actually. Oh, I had 2 drone hubs already. Oh, wow, that's kind of stupid. I should have checked what I brought with me. So that means that we can build more of these farther away for free, because we already have them. Recharge station. This is recharge station for drone batteries. I think that we can, if we ever get rid of the ship, we'll have to build these. For now, we don't need them. And tunnel. Entrance and exit can connect power and life support grids. This is if we, not if, but when we bring people, right? Yeah, we don't really need this right now. Oh, wait a second. Does that mean I can build a tunnel to go all the way to the other side of the map? Oh, this is amazing. Okay, so I just found a solution to my problem. So I think if I were to basically build a tunnel from here to here, and maybe this is where I should land my next rocket, actually. Or maybe not. No, third rocket will land in here. We can connect this with a tunnel. That's perfect. So that means I can actually explore this area and connect them with a tunnel. So that just solved a lot of problems for me. Awesome. I was here to build a sensor tower, right? It requires one green thing, which is what? What's a green thing? It is an electronic part. Okay. Let's place it right here, because it's going to be connected to the power thingy-majiggy. And now we're going to wait for sun to come up so that this thing starts collecting. Oh, no. Dust devil. Oh, and now it's gone. Huh, interesting. Anyway, so this will now start collecting concrete, and concrete will be used to build these 2 parts. Very good. Very good. This is how the concrete machine works. That's pretty awesome. It's basically collecting rock deposits from the surface here and then converts it to a buildable concrete-like substance. Or actually, maybe it is concrete. I don't really know. Okay, we did scan one of the sectors, so let's go see what they have in there. But yeah, one day maybe I'll actually try to see what the chemistry of this building is, if it's actually viable to create this on Mars, to be able to create concrete buildings, which would be absolutely amazing if it was. Okay, waste rock. Your extractor produces waste rock as a byproduct. Waste rock can be stored in dumping sites. And it looks like that means I have to create a dumping site, basically a garbage dump. Which I guess we can create maybe somewhere farther away from the base, because we don't want it to be too close. Let's do it here. That looks like a good enough spot for everything. Yeah, it's going to be the dumping area for waste rock. Now, this thing will actually not last very long, because I don't know if we have that much concrete here. But it does produce enough for us to build everything, right? Look at that. We already have our battery. So now we can actually start producing enough energy to store overnight. It has capacity of 200. Oh, and it looks like my Dragon 1 is here. That's awesome. That was a lot quicker than I expected. It got here in one single day. Okay, that's maybe a little bit too unrealistic. So anyway, exploration. Let's explore this sector and then take a look at what we found in this particular sector. And we found more concrete. 1,000 concrete. That's actually really good. And also metals. We found more metal. Underground metal specifically, which we also have here. No, that's actually, that means we can build a lot of structures here. So this is our waste area. We're going to be storing a lot of waste here. And I wonder if this actually, if it's possible to somehow recycle this later on. Maybe there's a way. So next rocket is going to be landing close to this rocket. Maybe we could just place them next to each other. And what we're going to do is we're going to basically use the items from the rocket that's about to land and try to send them back home before getting more rockets here. Actually, the third rocket was supposed to land here, but we'll see about that. Maybe we won't do that just yet. All right, so here we go. What's this? Drone hub. And I forgot, I also brought some orbital probes here, right? So I can actually scan the area around us. But before that, let's see how the landing looks. Oh, look at this. This is beautiful. This is what rocket landing looks like in the game, and it actually is very realistic. This is exactly how BFR will be landing on the surface of Mars as well. And I love this like little thing that opens up and brings the rovers. And look at that guy, he's excited to be on Mars. So now we have Explorer, which will be able to analyze this. This is the Anomaly Explorer. And this is the beautiful rover that basically has a mobile area around it that allows us to remotely control the little guys, the building guys. So we can now build buildings farther away. Specifically here. I want to bring him here so that he can control the rovers from this particular location. Okay, awesome. So we did bring a lot of materials. I wonder if it's actually going to be too much to store in this area. Maybe I can build another one. Let's do if we can build another oh, metal depot. Okay, let's do that. We're gonna build a separate metal depot right here and a separate concrete depot right next to it, because that means I can specialize my storage so that I don't have to put everything in the same universal depot. Yeah, looks like it's working. Perfect. So now we have lots of metal, lots of concrete. We're unloading everything. This thing I don't really need right now, but eventually I'll activate it. And I think I'm going to build another battery, because it looks like the way the battery works is that it expands as it acquires more energy. So it's a kind of a visual cue, which I love. But it didn't expand all the way up. So that means that we're not really producing... Oh, actually not. Sorry, not battery. I need to produce more solar panels so that I can actually fill this to the brim. So let's build another one of these large panels. Actually, forget about both. We just brought with us a bunch of pre-buildable energy modulators called... Actually, forget about both. We're building a Stone generator. I guess this nuclear generator will solve a lot of our problems because it can produce energy even when there's no sun and no wind. I actually don't know if putting things so close together is a good idea, but we'll find out the hard way. And I think I need to connect these, right? But I don't really know if they're going to connect automatically or not. So we're going to wait a little bit and see, first of all, what the anomaly is going to be. And also, what next building I should start focusing on. So I think we're going to start focusing on resource extraction. We do have energy power base established, which looks pretty nice so far.
Anomaly analyzed.
And
milestone achieved.
We just scanned an anomaly. Milestone, okay, so that's cool. Gave us some score here. And new tech are available for research.
To the barren environs of the red planet that meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
So basically what this does is it unlocks new techs, which is great. And these are the new techs I can now build. Systematic training, scientists and botanists have +10 performance. Very cool. And engineers and geologists have +10 performance as well. And in some sense, this is kind of how you can, I guess, advance certain areas a little bit faster than others. Because otherwise you probably have to just go one by one, which is going to take forever. Anywho, thank you for scanning this. Is there another one you can explore? Is this an anomaly too? Yeah, it is. Okay, so go and get me another one. You did a pretty good job with the first one, so...
Select a sector to scan.
Awesome. Okay, so now we have another anomaly to scan, and this particular location has... What is this? Is this rare metals? Metals, just metals, right? Regular metals. And another anomaly. Okay, awesome. I can now scan this area. Wow, this is actually a surprisingly good location to start your game. There's all these like deposits and anomalies everywhere. I'm pretty happy I chose the top of Olympus Mons as basically my first official game. And so far this has been pretty good at helping me discover a lot of stuff. Okay, this guy is done with his part. So we can go and collect some more metal, I guess, from here. And anyway, I think I'm going to pause this here, and we're going to continue this in part 3, where I'm actually going to advance my game just a little bit, and we're going to start with me explaining a few things I've discovered, or will discover, in the game, just so that we can actually accelerate this playthrough just a little bit. Getting colonists to Mars is a little bit more difficult than I thought, but we're going to do this the hard way, by building up the base for robots first, and then bringing people. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this playthrough. I'll see you in the video tomorrow, and come back tomorrow to learn something else and also to watch this part 3. Space out, and as always, bye bye.